Good morning, children. I am here to take class 9th English Supplementary. Lesson 1 Lost Child. Written by Mulk Raj Anand. Introduction. Young children get attracted by little things around them and often press their parents with demands to buy those things. However, their real happiness lies in being with their parents. The Lost Child is a story about one such boy who cannot be tempted by anything in the absence of his parents. The summary of the chapter. It was a day of spring festival, and all the villagers were going brightly dressed to a fair. A little boy and his parents were also among them. The kid was excited and thrilled to see the small toy shops on the way and the flies and bees in the fields. His parents kept calling him over and reminded him to walk beside them. At last they reached the fair, and a large crowd of people left the boy confused. He was happy and bewildered at the same time. He saw a sweetmeat seller at the entrance and was tempted to have the barfi displayed on the counter. He demanded the sweet half-heartedly because he knew that instead of buying it for him, his parents would term him greedy. So he moved on and soon came across the flower seller. Fascinated by the Gulmohar garlands, he again made a faint demand for flowers, but knew well that his parents would not buy anything, for flowers were cheap in their opinion. Moving on, he saw a balloon seller. He was thrilled to see the brightly colored balloons, but knew that his parents would not buy one for him because they thought that he was too old to play with a balloon. But a snake charmer playing a flute drew his attention. The child moved towards him a little, but withdrew his steps because he knew that his parents had forbidden him to hear such rough music. On moving ahead, the child was charmed by a roundabout in full swing. Failing to resist his desire, he made a bold request to his parents to let him go on the roundabout. The child did not get any reply, so he turned to him to look at his parents. They were not to be seen anywhere near him. He got extremely scared and started crying. He ran here and there, but could not find them. He rushed in panic to a shrine which was crowded with people. He tried to make his way through the feet of this crowd, but was knocked down and began crying loudly. A man heard his cries and rescued him from being trampled. Lifting the little boy in his arms, the kind man asked him how had he got there and whose baby he was. The scared child did not answer and kept crying and asking for his parents. The good man tried to soothe him and took him to the roundabout, offering to get him a ride on the horse. But the child did not want anything else other than his mother and father. the man took the inconsolable child to the snake charmer, the balloon seller, and one by one he offered to fulfill all wishes that he made just a little while ago. But the child turned down all the offers. He just wanted his parents and nothing else. The theme of the chapter. The story is based on the theme of close bond that the children share with their parents. The lost child forgets all about his desires and yearns deeply for his parents when he fails to find them. Everything else loses its significance, and the only thing that matters is his wish to be reunited with his parents. The message. The story conveys the message that children love their parents unconditionally. The lost child thinks of his father as a strict person when he demands toys from him. He does not press his parents for sweets or garlands, etc., because he accepts that they will never grant him his wish. However, he gets scared when he realizes that he is lost. He cries inconsolably for his parents and forgets all about his craving for sweets, garlands, snake charmers show, and even the ride on a roundabout. This message of the story makes the reader understand the worth of parents in the life of a child. The characters. The lost child. The lost child is the main character in the story. He is innocent, happy by nature. He walks joyfully to the fair and plays with everything that comes his way, including insects and worms. He is obedient and follows his parents' instructions without any grudge. He is cheerful and does not throw tantrums when they refuse to buy him things. In fact, he is very intelligent because half the time he does not even wait for the refusal, for he already knows the reason behind it. He deeply attached to both his parents, and he realized the realization about having got separated from them scares him after getting lost. He does not get tempted or consoled by the very things that he had longed for earlier from his parents. This child wins readers' love and admiration for his innocence and purity. Parents. The parents of the child are his entire world. They provide safety and security to their son that is essential for every human being. The father appears to be a bit stricter than the mother, but together they make the perfect support system for their child. On a deeper level, their refusal may be seen as an attempt to instill discipline in their child. The concern for the little boy can be seen from the constant reminders that they give him whenever he lags behind. The mother's efforts to divert the child's attention to other things show that she has immense patience and love for her son. Thus, the parents impress the reader with the affection and concern for their little boy. Helpful man. The helpful man represents people who from the crowd are inherently good-natured. He rescues the lost child and saves him from getting trampled. He sincerely tries to find because his parents because he is mature enough to understand their plight at having lost their son. He is soft hearted because he cannot bear to see the suffer. He tries to console him by offering him the things that are usually loved by children. This also shows that he must be a family man with children of his own. He understands children's behavior and is patient with a child when he refuses all the things offered by him. The helpful man thus reassures the reader that general goodness is still alive in human beings. Thank you.